And NDTV's group editor Barkha Dutt is in Pakistan, the first Indian team to report from there on the post-aftermath of the Osama killing. She joins us live for more. Well, Barkha, contradictory media reports about the future of the ISI chief as we learn that he is in Washington for talks. What are you hearing?
Well, there's a great deal of uncertainty here in Pakistan. People are asking hard questions and they want answers, whether it's commentators in the mainstream media, whether it's television channels or here on the streets of Pakistan. People want to know two things. One, how is it that Osama bin Laden managed to hide under the nose of the security establishment and for as long as he did? But two, there's also a great deal of anger over the fact that the Americans were able to come in, conduct this operation, take back the body of Osama bin Laden without anybody finding out, or at least that's the official narrative. Now, against the backdrop of all of this churning, all of this debate, all of this anger, have come so far unconfirmed reports that the ISI chief, regarded as one of the most powerful people in this country, in fact listed by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people in the world. There are reports that he has offered to step down, that this will be towards creating some sort of visible accountability for what even the military and the civilian government have called an intelligence failure, while stressing at the same time that there was shared intelligence with the CIA that led them to Osama bin Laden's compound to begin with. In fact, if we give you a sense of the newspapers here, the headlines seem to reflect this kind of confusion. There are also reports that Shuja Pasha, the ISI chief, is on his way to Washington, that he's in Washington. Other reports suggest that he's heading to friendly countries. Look at this headline from Pakistan Today, which says, Pasha heads to friendly state amid claims that he's stepping down. Then here, another report in the Daily Times, which says that the Lahore High Court Bar Association wants civil and military leaders to resign. I'm just going to let the camera zoom in to these headlines. Talking about the Lahore High Court Bar Association wanting heads to roll. Pakistan Today also reflecting the confusion, in a sense, around Shuja Pasha and the rumors that he is about to step down. But there have been denials and rebuttals of these rumors as well. Pakistan's ambassador to the United States of America, Hussein Haqqani, writing on his Twitter page that there are unfounded rumors, and in any case this debate is not around individuals but around a system. Reports, as we said, that Shuja Pasha is in fact in Washington meeting with the Americans. So a great deal of uncertainty and conflicting local reports here in Pakistan about what will happen to the ISI chief, whether he will continue, whether he won't continue, amidst a rising chorus here that some heads should roll.
Well, Barkha, also relations between America and Pakistan seem to have entered a deep freeze. With the kind of statements that we're actually hearing from both sides, how do you see this equation unfolding?
Well, the big question is what happens to that equation, and there are two different readings of it. One is that despite the fact that Osama bin Laden is dead, Washington still needs the cooperation of the ISI, of the Pakistan military to carry forward its war against terrorism, to carry forward its operations in Afghanistan, that despite the saber rattling that we've seen between the two countries, both countries need each other, that you won't actually see any withdrawal or cutting back of aid to Pakistan. But at the same time, you can sense the deep freeze that has emerged in a sense between the CIA and the ISI. There was the Raymond Davis affair most recently. There have been rising tensions over drone attacks. There's been the very assertive statement from General Kiani, the Pakistani army chief here, warning the Americans that a repeat of the Abbottabad operation would see retaliation by the Pakistanis, but at the same time the White House has said if need be they will repeat Abbottabad. So this is the equation that everybody is really watching. It is unprecedented tension, but many people seem to believe that it may be a bad marriage, but one for which divorce is just not an optimal solution.
Right, Barkha Dutt, many thanks for joining us with the latest on what's happening and how Pakistanis are really viewing the post-Osama situation and the US's reaction at a time when the ISI chief is in Washington for talks with the CIA.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis and much more. Download free ndtv.com/apps.